Wolverine stumbled upon Brainstorm from Ben 10 completely by accident. As he was patrolling the city streets, his keen senses picked up a strange energy signature, leading him to Brainstorm, who was now living independently out of the Omnitrix's clutches. Brainstorm, with his green pupil-less eyes, had donned an AI mask to enhance his already impressive intelligent mind. When Wolverine's white pupil-less eyes met Brainstorm's clawed hand, he immediately activated his adamantium claws and launched himself to attack. However, before Wolverine could make contact, Brainstorm emitted a bizarre gaseous substance from his cybernetic body, teleporting himself to the top of a nearby rooftop. As Wolverine looked up, he saw the AI mask on Brainstorm's face scanning him. Suddenly, Brainstorm used the mask to summon Wrath and Diamond Head from Ben 10, both with glowing purple eyes. Diamond Head, with his diamond manipulating abilities, transformed his arms into swords to face off against Wolverine's adamantium claws. The two warriors relentlessly attacked each other, each regenerating from the other's blows. Meanwhile, Wrath, the bipedal tiger-like alien, used his glowing eyes to dash at Wolverine and bite his arm. As Wrath clashed with Wolverine's claws, their glowing eyes seemed to merge, giving Wolverine purple eyes just like his opponents. The battle intensified as the three warriors fought endlessly, their glowing purple eyes emitting shockwaves with each clash. They constantly healed and regenerated, their eyes glowing brighter than ever before. The fighting styles and strategies constantly changed, keeping the battle dynamic and intense. As the battle raged on, Wolverine found himself caught in a never-ending cycle of fighting, healing, and regenerating. The endless clash of weapons and abilities created a chaotic scene, with the three warriors locked in a fierce struggle that seemed to have no end. Despite their best efforts, none of them could gain the upper hand. The battle seemed to stretch on for eternity, with the warriors locked in a cycle of violence and regeneration. The glowing purple eyes of the combatants burned with intensity, never faltering despite the endless brutality. As they continued to fight, the city around them fell into chaos. Buildings crumbled, streets cracked, and bystanders fled in terror. The sheer power and determination of the three warriors created a spectacle of destruction that seemed unstoppable. In the end, the battle between Wolverine, Wrath, and Diamond Head became the stuff of legends. The never-ending clash of their abilities and the unrelenting force of their wills ensured that the battle would be remembered for generations to come. And so, the three warriors fought on, locked in eternal combat as the world around them trembled and shook. Their glowing purple eyes burned with a fierce determination as they continued their endless struggle, their fates intertwined in a dance of violence and regeneration that would never cease. Wolverine, what the hell are you two doing here? Diamond Head, we were summoned by Brainstorm to take you down. Wolverine. Wrath, and we have no intention of backing down. Wolverine, fine by me. Let's see what you've got. Diamond Head, I hope you're ready for this, bub. Wrath, time to show you the power of a Tetraman. Wolverine, bring it on. As the three warriors clash, the streets tremble from the force of their battle. Buildings shake and cars are sent flying as the shockwaves of their fight reverberate through the city. Diamond Head, you may have adamantium claws, but my diamond skin is nigh invulnerable. Wolverine, we'll see about that. Wolverine lunges forward, slicing through Diamond Head's crystal arms with ease. Wrath, you may be tough, but can you withstand the strength of a Tetraman? Wolverine, I've faced stronger opponents than you, cat. Brainstorm's AI mask continues to scan the battle, analyzing each move and adjusting tactics accordingly. The purple glow of the warriors' eyes intensifies as they fight on, their bodies healing and regenerating from each blow received. Brainstorm, from a distance this is truly a battle for the ages. Back in the other side of the world, Hulk roars in fury as he battles Homungosaur in four arms, their glowing purple eyes locked in a fierce exchange of blows and energy. Hulk, you think you can take me down, aliens? Think again, Homungosaur, we will not rest until you are defeated, Hulk. Four arms, you may be strong, but we are stronger. The ground trembles beneath their feet as they continue to clash, their bodies enduring tremendous amounts of damage but healing and regenerating almost instantly. Homungosaur, your rage may be formidable, but it will not save you from our combined might. Four arms, we will crush you, Hulk, and there is nothing you can do to stop us. Hulk, you may be aliens, but I am the strongest there is. The battle between the three warriors rages on, each determined to emerge victorious no matter the cost. The city around them is in chaos, but they pay no mind as they continue to fight with unmatched ferocity and unyielding determination. Hulk, I will not fall to the likes of you. Diamond Head, you may have defeated me once, but I will not be so easily defeated again. Wrath, I will not rest until you are vanquished, Wolverine. Wolverine, then come at me with all you've got. I'll be waiting. The battle between the warriors reaches a fever pitch, their glowing eyes casting an eerie light over the city as they fight on, locked in an eternal struggle that seems to have no end in sight. Brainstorm, watching from afar, this is truly a battle for the ages. The power of their glowing eyes is unlike anything I've ever seen before. The warriors continue to fight with unmatched determination and unwavering resolve, their bodies enduring enormous amounts of damage but healing and regenerating as they press on, determined to emerge victorious in this epic clash of titans. Hulk, I will not be defeated. Wolverine, bring it on, aliens. I'll take you all on. Brainstorm, smirking beneath his AI mask, this is only the beginning. The true battle has yet to come. And so the battle rages on, the warriors locked in an eternal struggle that will test their limits and push them to the brink of their abilities. But one thing is certain, none of them will back down, no matter the cost. Pause. The endless battle between Wolverine, Wrath, and Diamond Head against each other continued to escalate, with each warrior using their unique powers and abilities to gain the upper hand in the fight. Wolverine, with his adamantium claws and enhanced healing factor, proved to be a formidable opponent, constantly pushing back against the relentless attacks of Wrath and Diamond Head. As the battle raged on, the surrounding buildings and landscape were destroyed, with shockwaves emanating from the clash of the three warriors causing chaos and destruction in their wake. The glowing purple eyes of Wrath and Diamond Head burned brightly as they exchanged blows with Wolverine, each trying to gain the advantage over the other. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, the Hulk found himself in a similar situation as he fought against Homungosaur in four arms, two powerful aliens from the Ben 10 universe. The Hulk, with his incredible strength and rage, was a force to be reckoned with, but the glowing purple eyes of his opponents gave them an edge in the battle. The three-way battle between the Hulk, Homungosaur, and four arms was just as intense as the battle between Wolverine, Wrath, and Diamond Head. The earth shook as the three warriors clashed, each using their unique powers and abilities to gain the upper hand in the fight. The Hulk roared in anger as he fought against his two opponents, his glowing green eyes burning with rage. Back in the city where Wolverine, Wrath, and Diamond Head were locked in combat, the AI mask worn by Brainstorm continued to scan the battle, analyzing the fighting styles and strategies of the three warriors. With a flash of light, Brainstorm suddenly reappeared on the rooftop, his green pupil-less eyes glowing with intelligence as he observed the battle unfolding before him. Using his advanced intellect and technological prowess, Brainstorm quickly devised a plan to end the endless battle between Wolverine, Wrath, and Diamond Head. With a wave of his clawed hand, Brainstorm activated a device that emitted a powerful energy pulse, enveloping the three warriors in a blinding light. When the light faded, Wolverine, Wrath, and Diamond Head found themselves standing face to face with each other, their glowing purple eyes dimming as the effects of Brainstorm's device took hold. The warriors looked around in confusion, unsure of what had just happened. Brainstorm stood before them, his AI mask glowing brightly as he explained his plan to end the senseless battle that had been raging on for eternity. With his advanced technology and intellect, Brainstorm had found a way to neutralize the glowing purple eyes of the warriors, putting an end to their never-ending conflict. As the effects of Brainstorm's device took hold, the glowing purple eyes of Wolverine, Wrath, and Diamond Head faded away, returning them to their normal state. The warriors looked at each other, realizing that they had been freed from the endless cycle of battle that had consumed them. With a nod of gratitude towards Brainstorm, Wolverine, Wrath, and Diamond Head prepared to go their separate ways, their differences settled and their conflicts resolved. The city slowly began to rebuild itself, the damage caused by the battle beginning to fade away. As Wolverine walked away, his mask no longer glowing with the purple light of conflict, he couldn't help but feel a sense of relief. The endless battle had finally come to an end, thanks to the intervention of Brainstorm and his advanced technology. And so, the warriors went their separate ways, their paths diverging as they left behind the chaos and destruction that had consumed them. The city returned to a sense of normalcy, with the memory of the epic battle that had taken place slowly fading away. But deep down, Wolverine knew that he would never forget the thrill of battle, the rush of adrenaline that came with facing formidable opponents like Wrath and Diamond Head. And as he walked away, he knew that he would always be ready for the next challenge, no matter where. In a world where superheroes and aliens coexist, a strange and unexpected encounter takes place. Wolverine, the fierce mutant with adamantium claws, stumbles upon Brainstorm from Ben 10, a crab-like alien with green pupil-less eyes who has escaped the clutches of the Omnitrix. Brainstorm, now independent and wearing an AI mask to enhance his already impressive intellect, is startled as Wolverine lunges at him with his own pupil-less eyes glaring through his mask. As Wolverine's claws extend with a metallic hiss, Brainstorm uses a bizarre gaseous substance from his cybernetic body to teleport to the rooftop of a nearby building, narrowly avoiding Wolverine's attack. The AI mask on Brainstorm's face scans Wolverine, analyzing his capabilities in an instant. Suddenly, a rift in space opens up, and two more aliens appear, Wrath and Diamond Head, both from the Ben 10 universe, with glowing purple eyes. Diamond Head, with his diamond manipulation abilities, transforms his arms into sharp swords to clash with Wolverine's adamantium claws. Meanwhile, Wrath, a bipedal tiger-like creature, dashes at Wolverine and sinks his teeth into the mutant's arm. As the three warriors engage in an endless and brutal battle, their glowing purple eyes never dimming, they constantly heal and regenerate from each other's relentless assaults. The battle rages on, with Wolverine, Diamond Head, and Wrath pushing themselves to the limit, their glowing eyes illuminating the dark night sky. They unleash shockwaves of immense power, causing destruction all around them, as their fighting styles and strategies constantly evolve in an eternal struggle for supremacy. Across the world, the Hulk, with his green enraged eyes, faces off against Humungosaur and Four Arms, two powerful aliens from Ben 10 who also possess glowing purple eyes. The three-way battle is just as intense, with the Hulk's immense strength pitted against the combined might of his alien adversaries. As the battles continue to escalate, Alien X, the godly alien free from the Omnitrix, observes from outer space with his bizarre green pupil-less eyes. He watches as Godzilla and Waybig, two colossal beings living independently, engage in their own eternal conflict, unleashing titanic shockwaves that ripple through the fabric of reality. The chaos and destruction caused by the battles are a spectacle to behold, a never-ending display of power and resilience as the warriors push themselves beyond their limits. The glowing eyes of the combatants serve as a constant reminder of their otherworldly abilities, fueling their unending determination to emerge victorious. In the end, as the dust settles and the battling aliens finally come to a temporary halt, their glowing eyes remain fixed on each other, a silent testament to the ongoing struggle for dominance in a world where power reigns supreme. And as Alien X watches from the depths of space, his own eyes glowing with a mysterious light, the fate of the universe hangs in the balance, teetering on the edge of eternal conflict. In the heart of a bustling city, Wolverine found himself facing off against the enigmatic Brainstorm from Ben 10. The crab-like alien, now living independently out of Omnitrix clutches, wore an AI mask that only served to enhance his already impressive intellect. His green, pupil-less eyes locked onto Wolverine's white, pupil-less eyes as the mutant hero prepared to attack. With a swift motion, Wolverine activated his adamantium claws and lunged towards Brainstorm. However, before he could make contact, the alien emitted a strange gaseous substance from his cybernetic body, teleporting to the top of a nearby building. Wolverine looked up in surprise, only to see Brainstorm's AI mask scanning him intently. Suddenly, without warning, Brainstorm used his AI mask to summon two more aliens from Ben 10, Wrath, a bipedal tiger-like creature with glowing purple eyes, and Diamond Head, a crystalline alien with glowing purple eyes and diamond manipulation abilities. The two aliens appeared beside Brainstorm, ready to join the fight. Diamond Head wasted no time in hardening his diamond skin and turning his arms into sharp swords, engaging Wolverine in a fierce battle. The two warriors clashed, their blows causing sparks to fly as they constantly healed and regenerated from each other's attacks. Meanwhile, Wrath launched himself at Wolverine, sinking his claws into the mutant's arm. As their glowing purple eyes met, Wolverine found himself infused with the same energy as the two aliens, his own eyes now gleaming with a bright purple light. The three fighters continued to clash endlessly, their purple eyes glowing brighter than ever as they unleashed shockwaves of immense power with each strike. Their battle seemed to have no end, each warrior constantly changing their tactics and strategies as they relentlessly attacked and healed from one another's brutal assaults. As the chaos unfolded in the city, elsewhere in the world, the Hulk found himself facing off against Humungosaur and Four Arms, two more aliens from Ben 10 with glowing purple eyes. The three beings engaged in a ferocious battle, each one unleashing their full power as they constantly healed and regenerated from their injuries. Alien X, the godly alien now free from the Omnitrix, observed the intense battles from outer space with his bizarre green, pupil-less eyes. He watched as Godzilla and Waybig clashed on a massive scale, their cosmic energies colliding in a show of pure power. In the distance, the world-sized monster known as the World Serpent observed the chaos, coiling itself around the entire Earth as it witnessed the endless battles taking place. The world seemed to tremble with the intensity of the battles, as the glowing purple eyes of the warriors continued to shine with untold power. The clashes never seemed to cease, each fighter locked in an eternal struggle that showed no sign of ending. As the battles raged on, the fate of the world hung in the balance, with the outcome of these epic duels destined to shape the course of history. The thrill of the fight, the constant healing and regeneration, the ever-changing tactics and strategies, it was a spectacle unlike anything the world had ever seen. And so, the battles continued, the warriors fighting endlessly, their glowing eyes a testament to their eternal conflict. In a world where power and strength reigned supreme, these fierce fighters would stop at nothing to emerge victorious, no matter the cost. Wolverine found himself in a situation unlike any he had ever been in before. The encounter with Brainstorm, Wrath, and Diamond Head had escalated into an intense battle that seemed to have no end in sight. The three warriors, with their glowing purple eyes, continued to clash relentlessly, each one seemingly unable to gain the upper hand. As Wolverine fought against Diamond Head's crystal arms and Wrath's sharp claws, he couldn't help but marvel at their resilience. No matter how many times he managed to land a blow, they would immediately heal and regenerate, their glowing eyes shining brighter with each passing moment. It was as if their energy was limitless, their powers never waning despite the brutal nature of the battle. The shockwaves that emanated from their clashes were unlike anything Wolverine had ever experienced. The sheer force of their attacks caused buildings to crumble and the ground to quake beneath them. It was a sight to behold, a spectacle of destruction that seemed to have no end in sight. Meanwhile, in another part of the world, Hulk was engaged in a similar battle against Humungosaur in 4 arms. The two aliens, with their glowing purple eyes, matched the Hulk blow for blow, their powers seemingly equal to his own. The three-way battle of titans raged on, each combatant determined to prove their strength and prowess in combat. As the battles raged on, Alien X watched from outer space, his bizarre green eyes focused on the chaos below. He observed the destruction with a sense of detachment, his godly powers allowing him to see the bigger picture. From his vantage point, he could see the world serpent coiling around the earth, its immense size dwarfing even the largest of the battling creatures below. The eternal and endless battles continued on, each combatant locked in a struggle that seemed to have no resolution. The fighters gave their all, unleashing their powers with reckless abandon, determined to emerge victorious no matter the cost. The world itself seemed to shake with the intensity of their clashes, the very fabric of reality bending and warping under the strain. As the battles reached their climax, a sense of unease settled over the world. The sheer power on display was like nothing anyone had ever seen before, a spectacle of destruction and chaos that seemed to defy all logic and reason. And as the world serpent and Alien X watched from afar, the fate of the world hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of oblivion. In the end, it was unclear who emerged victorious from the eternal battles that raged on. The combatants fought with a fervor and intensity that seemed to have no limits, their glowing eyes shining brighter with each passing moment. And as the world serpent slithered away, Alien X turned his gaze back to the stars, leaving the world to ponder the aftermath of the epic battles that had unfolded before their eyes. The events that transpired that day would be etched into the annals of history, a tale of power, destruction, and eternal struggle that would be told for generations to come. And as the world slowly began to heal from the devastation of the battles, a sense of awe and wonder settled over the land, a reminder of the raw power that lay dormant within the hearts of all beings, waiting to be unleashed once more. Wolverine felt the familiar surge of adrenaline as he faced off against Brainstorm, the alien with green pupil-less eyes who had somehow managed to break free from the Omnitrix. As they clashed, Wolverine couldn't help but be impressed by Brainstorm's intelligence and resourcefulness. The alien seemed to be one step ahead at every turn, utilizing his AI mask to enhance his already impressive abilities. Just as Wolverine thought he had the upper hand, Brainstorm unleashed a strange gaseous substance that allowed him to teleport to the top of a nearby building. Wolverine snarled in frustration, his white pupil-less eyes narrowing as he searched for his elusive opponent. Suddenly, the AI mask on Brainstorm's face began to scan Wolverine, analyzing his strengths and weaknesses. Before Wolverine could react, Brainstorm used the mask to summon 2 more aliens, Wrath and Diamond Head, both with glowing purple eyes. Diamond Head's diamond manipulating abilities and Wrath's ferocious combat skills added a new layer of complexity to the battle. Wolverine found himself facing not 1, but 3 powerful adversaries. Diamond Head transformed his arms into swords, using them to clash with Wolverine's adamantium claws. The 2 warriors fought with a fierce intensity, each blow landing with bone-crushing force. Despite the brutal injuries they inflicted on each other, both Wolverine and Diamond Head seemed to heal and regenerate almost instantly. Meanwhile, Wrath darted in and out of the fray, his glowing purple eyes blazing as he slashed and clashed with Wolverine. The bipedal tiger-like alien's speed and agility made him a formidable opponent, forcing Wolverine to stay on high alert at all times. As the battle raged on, the 3 warriors unleashed shockwaves of unimaginable power, each clash sending out waves of energy that shook the very foundations of the city. Their glowing purple eyes seemed to intensify with each passing moment, driving them to greater heights of strength and determination. The fight between Wolverine, Diamond Head, and Wrath seemed to have no end in sight. They continued to engage in an endless cycle of attack, heal, and regenerate, their glowing eyes burning with an otherworldly intensity. The sheer ferocity of their battle drew the attention of Hulk, who had his own battle to contend with against Humungosaur in 4 arms. As the 2 groups of warriors clashed in a cacophony of destruction and chaos, Alien X watched from outer space, his bizarre green pupil-less eyes observing every detail of the eternal struggle. The godly alien's gaze was unerring, his powers allowing him to see every aspect of the battle unfolding on Earth. Below, Godzilla and Waybit continued their own titanic battle, their beams of energy colliding in a spectacular display of power and destruction. The world serpent, a massive snake from Norse mythology, coiled around the planet, a silent witness to the eternal conflict that raged below. As the battles raged on, the world seemed to hold its breath, caught in the grip of an unending cycle of violence and destruction. The warriors fought on, their glowing eyes never dimming, their determination unwavering. And in the midst of it all, Alien X and the world serpent watched, their bizarre eyes seeing all, their powers beyond comprehension. The eternal struggle continued, the warriors locked in an unending dance of battle and retribution. And as the world trembled beneath their feet, the true extent of their power was revealed, a testament to the strength and resilience of those who fought on, no matter the cost.